Hello students. Welcome to the last lecture of the lesson Geographic Grid, Latitudes and Longitudes. In the previous lecture, I explained Standard Time, Greenwich Mean Time and time zones. In this lecture, I will explain the International Dateline, great circles and small circles, and finally I will solve some questions based on finding local time or longitude of a place. We start with the International Dateline. The history of the International Dateline dates back to the year 1522, when Magellan's crew reached home for the first time after circumnavigating the world by ship. They thought that the date was 5th of September, but actually they reached on 6th of September. This is because a peculiar situation arises at the 180-degree meridian. This will be illustrated with the help of an example. When the time is 6 p.m. on Monday, 25th of December at Greenwich, the time at 180-degree east longitude will be 12 hours ahead of Greenwich Mean Time. So the time at 180-degree east will be 6 a.m. on Tuesday, 26th December. This is because there is a difference of 180 longitudes between 0 degree and 180-degree east. So 180 degrees multiplied by 4 minutes, it comes to 12 hours. In the same way, the time at 180-degree west longitude will be 12 hours behind that of Greenwich Mean Time, or 6 a.m. on Monday, 25th December. Thus, when the time is computed eastwards, the time is 6 a.m. on Tuesday, 26th December. And when the time is computed westwards, it is 6 a.m. on Monday, 25th December. Thus, on either side of the 180-degree longitude, there is a time difference of 24 hours or 1 day. This causes confusion whenever ships or aeroplanes make trips around the world. To avoid such confusion, a correction of dates is made along the 180-degree longitude line. This is called the International Dateline because the date is changed whenever people cross this line by ships or aeroplanes. When crossing this line from west to east, a day is deducted or the time is fixed backward by 1 day. When crossing the International Dateline from east to west, a day is added or the calendar is fixed 1 day ahead. For example, if it is 26th of December on this side, when crossing the International Dateline, the date will be changed to 25th of December. The International Dateline passes through the Pacific Ocean. It deviates from the 180-degree longitude in a number of locations. It is so because, like the boundaries of the time zones, the International Dateline is also adjusted so that it does not bisect any country, and each country has one date at a time. For example, the dateline deviates eastward in the Bering Strait between Alaska and Siberia. The line deviates westward of 180-degree longitude to include the entire Aleutian Islands to the east of the line. Further south, the dateline deviates eastward of 180 degree around Fiji and Tonga Islands. These islands keep the same date as New Zealand. Our next topic is great and small circles. A great circle is a circle that is drawn on the surface of a sphere, such as the Earth, that has a radius equal to the radius of the sphere and whose center is also the sphere's center. A great circle is the largest circle that can be drawn on a sphere, and it divides the sphere into two equal halves. So if you look at this diagram, this is the great circle, and as you can see, its radius is equal to the radius of the sphere, and its center is also the sphere's center. It is the largest circle that can be drawn on a sphere, and it divides the sphere into two equal halves. If we look at the lines of latitude, the equator is the largest possible circle, as the Earth is bulging at the equator. It divides the Earth into two equal parts, the northern hemisphere and the southern hemisphere. Therefore, the equator is a great circle. All other parallels of latitude are small circles because they are not dividing the Earth into two equal parts. Moving on to lines of longitude, we find that any longitude along with its diametrically opposite longitude makes a full circle, dividing the Earth into two equal parts. For example, the prime meridian along with its diametrically opposite meridian, the 180 degree meridian, form a great circle. Therefore, all longitudes are a part of a great circle. Characteristics of a great circle. All great circles must pass through or touch the center of the circle. So, all great circles must pass through the center. Only then they can divide the sphere into two equal parts. Infinite number of great circles can be drawn on a sphere. Intersecting great circles always bisect each other. So here you have two circles intersecting each other and they always bisect. That means they divide each other into two equal parts. Uses of great circles. Arcs of great circles are the shortest routes between 2 points on a sphere. Therefore, navigators use great circles to find the shortest distance between any 2 points on the Earth's surface. A great circle route is the shortest distance between any 2 places on the Earth and lies on the arc of a great circle. For example, this map shows the shortest route between New York in USA and Madrid in Spain. As you can see, this is a great circle. And the shortest distance between New York and Madrid lies on the arc of this great circle. You can find the great circle route between 2 cities by using a globe and a piece of string. Pick 2 cities on the globe like Tokyo and Los Angeles. Stretch the string between the 2 cities and wiggle it around until you have found the shortest distance. This would be the great circle route and preferred airline or ship route for these two cities. If you were to slice the earth along this great circle line, the earth would be cut into two equal halves. In another example, you can see the flight path of an aeroplane from New York to Hong Kong. And you will see that it looks really strange on a flat map. The aeroplane seems to head north, then travels westward for thousands of miles and then turns south towards Hong Kong. But if you see the string stretched between Hong Kong and New York, you will see that the aeroplane is using the shortest route, which lies on the arc of a great circle. And here we have the great circle route from London to Mumbai, lying on the arc of a great circle. Since great circle routes are the shortest distance between two places on Earth, they are used by ships and aircrafts as far as possible to make their journey economical, as these routes save fuel and time. But these routes cannot always be used because there might be certain limitations, such as bad weather in these areas, or some countries might impose restrictions on flying over their airspace, or there might be other restrictions such as lack of landing and takeoff facilities for aeroplanes. Great circle routes are specially important for places that are on opposite sides of the globe, as they help to save time and fuel in long journeys. Navigators use great circles to the maximum extent possible. Special great circle charts are used by them. On these charts, great circle routes are shown as straight lines. For example, in this map you can see the great circle chart of the North Atlantic Ocean, showing great circle routes as straight lines. Now we will solve questions based on finding local time when we know the longitude of a place. The question is, if the time is 8 p.m. Thursday, February 20th at station A at 120° east longitude, what is the time and day at station B lying at 120° west longitude? So here we have the prime meridian at 0°. This is the 120° east longitude, 120° west longitude. So we have to find the time at station B when the time at station A is given. So first, difference of longitude between station A and station B will be 120° plus 120°. That will be 240°. We already know that for 1 degree of longitude, the time difference is 4 minutes. So for 240°, it will be 240 multiplied by 4 is equal to 960 minutes. We turn it into hours, so 960 divided by 60 is equal to 16 hours. As station B is to the west of station A, so this is station A, station B is towards its west, the time at station B will be 16 hours behind the time at station A. Thus the time at station B will be 8 p.m. minus 16 hours, or 4 a.m. Thursday, February 20th. Next question. Find the time at Tokyo, located at 140° east longitude, when the time at Mumbai, located at 73° east, is 11 p.m. on Wednesday, 24th September. So here we have the 0° prime meridian, Mumbai towards its east at 73° east, and Tokyo at 140 degree east. So we have to find the time at Tokyo when the time at Mumbai is given. Difference of longitude between Tokyo and Mumbai is 140 degree minus 73 degree is equal to 67 degree. For 1 degree of longitude, the time difference is 4 minutes. For 67 degrees, it is 67 multiplied by 4 minutes is equal to 268 minutes. Now we turn it into hours by dividing it by 60. So the answer is 4 hours and 28 minutes. As Tokyo lies to the east of Mumbai, as you can see, this is Tokyo, it lies to the east of Mumbai. So the time at Tokyo will be ahead of the time at Mumbai. Thus the time at Tokyo is 11 p.m. plus 4 hours and 28 minutes is equal to 3:28 a.m. of the next day, that is Thursday, 25th September. Now we will find the longitude of a place when time is given. The question is, what is the longitude of station A, whose local time is 7 p.m. while the GMT is 12 noon? So here we have 0 degree or prime meridian where the time is 12 noon. We have to find the longitude of this place where the time is 7 p.m. As we know, the GMT is based on 0 degree longitude. So the time difference between station A and GMT is 7 hours. That means 7 p.m. minus 12 noon. And to turn it into minutes, we will multiply by 60. So the answer will be 420 minutes. 1 degree of longitude makes a difference of 4 minutes. So the time difference of 420 minutes will make a difference of how many longitudes? So it will be 420 divided by 4 is equal to 105 longitudes. Since the local time of place A is ahead of Greenwich, so here is noon, here is 7 p.m. So the time is ahead of Greenwich. That means this place lies to the east of the prime meridian. So the longitude of station A is 105 degrees east. So students, in today's lecture, I discussed the international dateline, great circles and small circles, and uses of great circles, and some questions based on finding time and longitude. Thank you and have a nice day.